thank you for all your sweet comments on my last video. Since you were interested in more healthy habits, I decided to make a part 2. Today I will share with you 5 ways to foster good mental health. Okay, let's jump right into it. Living life offended can be one of the quickest ways to lose your joy. That is why I made the decision to actively fight against being someone who is easily offended. I have to be confident in my identity and not take people's words personally. The truth is that nothing others do is because of you. When people speak rashly and words come out of their mouth that attack who I am as a person, my self-view should not be altered because people who have not worked through their own personal issues normally reflect their own reality. Instead, I am to be confident in my identity as God's beloved daughter and not receive their hurtful words or actions as something personal. People can say whatever they like, but my heart and mind fully know who I am. Being slow to be offended will allow you to live peacefully with a healthy and happy mind. Practicing different actions can help cultivate a healthier mind. One such action that I truly believe will bring us more peace is giving. Giving is one of the hardest things to do because so many of us were taught to accumulate more and more as life goes on. And the very act of giving is contrary to that principle. However, when we decide to give to others and to God, we are choosing to believe that our resources are God's provision to us. Ultimately, this shifts our mentality from an ownership perspective to a stewardship perspective. Stewardship perspective differs because it assumes that God is the ultimate owner and provider, and we are His trusted partners. Most people have a hard time giving because they see their resources as being limited. I must admit that I have this point of view very often. But what I've learned is that giving, while I have very little, is a demonstration of trust in God and builds in me a healthy stewardship and trusting relationship with God. Acts 20:35 says, "It is more blessed to give than to receive," and I believe the truth of this comes in God developing in us a healthy mindset as we practice giving. If you have a victim mindset, it can sound something like this. Everyone is against me. Everyone has it easier than me. Blaming other people or situations for feeling miserable. Feeling like people owe me. Constantly putting myself down. Victim mentality can steal the happiness in your life and the health of your mind. Satan wants us to have this mindset where we believe everyone is against us. This way we remain isolated, grow bitter, become unforgiving, and ultimately begin to believe that our lives can never change. He wants you to believe that you will always be a victim and life will never be fair to you. But God wants to do the exact opposite. When we are faced with hardship and opposition, God wants to give us hope in the midst of darkness. He wants to heal our wounds and change whatever was meant for evil for good. Jesus was the ultimate victim as he was wrongly accused, beaten, and betrayed. Yet in all this darkness, Jesus refused to let his accusers bring him down. I know we have all faced hardships, but I hope that I can give you encouragement today that even though these terrible things happen to you, you have the power to be the change. God is for you and He will not abandon you. This is one of my favorite quotes, and I would love to read it to you. To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal. Wrap it carefully round with hobbies and little luxuries. Avoid all entanglements. Lock it up safe in the casket or coffin of your selfishness. But in the casket, safe, dark, motionless, airless, it will change. It will not be broken. It will become unbreakable, impenetrable, irredeemable. To love is to be vulnerable. Keeping our hearts soft is no easy task. As we vulnerably put our hearts out into the world, we can easily get wounded by the people around us. Our responses to this pain can either harden our hearts or soften it. With a hardened heart, you won't be able to love and grow close to the people around you. Instead, a hardened heart will keep you numb, apathetic, and closed off to experiencing love. How our hearts can harden is by not working through painful experiences within our lives, having a victim mentality, talking negatively within our minds, and turning away when God draws near. I know with pain it feels so much easier to run away and shut the world out. However, this is the place where we are given a choice to either draw closer, let the walls down, and find healing, or run away and remain alone. To choose a soft heart is the harder choice, but the choice that will allow us to experience the love of others, the healing power of God, and the ability to live with a healthy mind. The truth is, your past does not define, limit, or disqualify you. You are to look at your past story with compassion and not judgment. The way you remember your past will directly impact the way you live your present and future life. The key is to be honest with yourself on the hardships you have experienced, but not focus your entire memory towards them. As you open your heart and allow God to rewrite your story from a negative to a positive one, you will find healing. I have found so much healing from my past traumatic experiences by revisiting these hard memories with God in mind. As I step back to these hard places, I ask God, where were you in all of this? Walking with God to rewrite my past has allowed me to heal my wounds that once held me back. I have learned to forgive those who have hurt me, open my heart so that I can properly heal, and remember my past in a positive light. This has helped me to live my life with a healthier mind and heart. I love you all so much, and I wish you the best week. See you next time. Bye!